This is where it all began. It's the day I was born. Tons of excitement. My dad gave everyone almond joy. The nurses said I had beautiful eyelashes. And my mom, well, hats off to her. She's a trooper. Fast forward a little bit. This is my actual first birthday. It's kind of a big deal. Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know what happened. I know I was really cute back then. This is the town I grew up in. This is me at age 3, before the sex change and protein shakes. This is my dad's store. This is where I went all the time after work because I thought it was the coolest job that my dad was a business owner. This is me in 8th grade, believe it or not, when I was a skeleton, before I lifted weights. This is when I thought that drinking a gallon of milk a day was a good idea. Newsflash, it's not. High school me was not cool at all. In fact, I watched The Dark Knight alone with my mom instead of my friends because no one wanted to see it with me, at least I thought so, because I was so nerdy. This is me in college, at my first day of jiu-jitsu practice, riding in the back of an ambulance, training to be an EMT. Me in my last summer on campus, the summer I graduated. I had no idea what I was doing then. I still don't. This is me in the Bay Area, San Francisco, trying to figure it out, trying to break into startups and entrepreneurship. This is me trying to build a revolutionary, game-changing startup in Chicago with my best friends. This is me attending a demo day for my second company. This is me emceeing my buddy's wedding. I was late because I left the venue to grab some donuts. I hope him and his wife forgive me. This is my parents meeting the chancellor the day before I gave a big speech. This is me running the top educational entrepreneurial program in the country. This is me running a demo day for our accelerator. This is me getting named to the Forbes 30 Under 30 list. This is me traveling across the United States of America, going to all the national parks in a van. This is me creating content for YouTube and my podcasts, which no one listens to or watches. And this is me. Now, today, at this moment in time, days, months, decades later from all of that, it's a special day, at least for me. It's my birthday. It's a joyous day, and I think to myself, after revisiting all of that, I'll have this many birthdays remaining. Or maybe not. On days like this, I find myself reflecting about life. And today, I'm thinking about statistics. Over 18 million people die every year from cardiovascular disease. Over 9 million people lose the fight against cancer. About 1 million each pass away from diabetes, traffic accidents, and suicide. But statistics are not real people. Statistics are just numbers that I can deliver to you emotionlessly. A single death. Now that's a tragedy. You know, when I was pursuing one of my life dreams, which was to study the ancient Indian martial art Kalaripayat, I had to go to India at the height of COVID, and they were only giving out visas for a month, for 30 days. So I went there, I trained my butt off all day long, and then I got kicked out at the end of the month. Now, my plan was to go somewhere else, to another country, reapply for a visa, come back and continue my training. And I did that. So I looked at that part of the world and I was like, who do I know here? What's close to me? Let's look at this. Turkey. It's 10 hours away. Do I know anyone there? Of course I do. I have my good friend there, Berkan. Someone that I had met when I was a librarian. Yes, that was my first job in college. I called him up. Within a moment, he was like, come over, bro, we got you. Landed in Istanbul. His family and him showed me the entire city, their people, their culture, for 3 days, and satisfied my intellectual and historical curiosity, fed me the most amazing food, and filled me with passion, I think, for this cradle of civilization that they were exposing me to. Istanbul, Constantinople, this massive, amazing city. Awesome experience. After 10 years, like nothing had missed a beat, we got along. His family welcomed me like a son, and Of course, he welcomed me like a brother. And that was that. Returned to India, completed my training, and went on with my life. I don't know if any of you recall, but last year, that part of the world was ravaged by terrible earthquakes, Turkey and Syria. Didn't think much of it because we get so much news all the time, it's hard to focus on anything. But as time went on, I was just like, what's going on? I texted my buddy, didn't hear from him, and eventually messaged his father, who confirmed my suspicions. My buddy was no longer with us. He had perished in the earthquakes. And thinking about all of that, I was actually surprisingly okay with it, because my last memory of this person was us having a wonderful time in his hometown with his family, exploring the city that he grew up in. That's a wonderful memory that I'll always cherish forever. And now, he's not the first friend or family member that's no longer with me. And I'm sure many of you have loved ones who are no longer with you as well. But that's the thing. One day, I will be a statistic, as will you. But that's the thing about life. It's not guaranteed. It's not limitless. It's precious, but it's really hard to understand that when we have statistics and lifespans and all these numbers. It's really difficult to understand, but it can be taken away just like that. And that's why you have to seize it. It's why you have to jump off cliffs in San Diego, get in cages with crocodiles in Australia, have sled dogs pull you across glaciers in Alaska, hike tall peaks in Yosemite, start the silly business, fall stupidly in love, record yourself doing dumb stuff, see the world, chase adventure, and do what you want with your life. Experiences. At least, that's what I thought it was all about. Experiences. But sometimes it means slowing down, taking care of the people around you, investing in your health, in your relationships, doing something good for the world. You see, I have not met a single person that's ready to die. But I'll tell you this, I'm ready to live.